Imagine a world where the most powerful leaders, 5 sitting presidents, command their nations with immense authority: Donald Trump, Vladimir Putin, Kim Jong-Un, and Xi Jinping. What security measures do these individuals really rely on to stay untouchable in a dangerous world? How do the personal security teams of these global powerhouses compare? Have their protective strategies evolved over time, or do they rely on similar tactics to keep threats at bay? And most intriguingly, in the case of a shocking terror attack like the one at Donald Trump's 2024 campaign presentation, an attack amidst tight security, disrupting a critical moment, what would be the outcome for these world leaders? Could their security possibly falter under such circumstances? Do the rumors swirling around these incidents hold any truth? Have political enemies or even extremist groups ever come close to breaching these layers of protection? Could the US Secret Service or elite foreign security services, like those protecting Putin or Kim Jong-Un, actually fail to contain a violent disruption? And what happens behind the scenes when security is threatened on such a global scale? Stay with us as we uncover what makes these leaders truly untouchable, or if they might in fact be vulnerable. The answers lie in the strategies, the rumors, and the critical details that we're about to unravel. Putin's security is managed by the Federal Protective Service, FSO, an elite organization overseeing his movements, food, transport, and every other aspect of his public life. The FSO's musketeers are hand-picked, highly skilled bodyguards trained to shoot, assess threats, and counter potential dangers in seconds. They carry SR-1 Vector pistols and wear bulletproof vests at all times. It is estimated that the FSO has over 50,000 personnel working not just in physical security, but also in monitoring internal and external communications, preventing espionage, and ensuring Putin's movements remain under wraps. His guards are not only trained in combat, but also must undergo psychological assessments to handle Putin's paranoia regarding potential coups or assassinations. They are expected to be loyal, ready to defend or shield him in any situation. There are widespread rumors, though unconfirmed, that Putin uses body doubles for high-risk events or public appearances. This idea surfaced following noticeable differences in his public appearances during high-security moments, fueling rumors in media outlets worldwide. Electronic jammers are used throughout Putin's motorcade and at public events to neutralize drone attacks, remote-controlled explosives, and communication intercepts. These jammers can block cellular, GPS, and Wi-Fi signals within several hundred meters. Given the history of poisonings in Russia's political world, Putin's meals are carefully curated by a dedicated team. His food is reportedly sampled before consumption to ensure that no toxins or poisons have been used. Putin is rumored to have medical staff traveling with him at all times, with blood transfusion kits ready for emergency use. In recent years, rumors of his health declining have surfaced, suggesting that his medical team is much more active during trips and he may have frequent health checkups. Putin's administration takes cybersecurity very seriously, employing elite hacking teams not only for defense but for global information warfare. Any digital communication related to Putin is carefully monitored by the FSB, Federal Security Service, to detect threats. The FSO actively intercepts and filters any private communications near Putin, ensuring that any discussions or messages that could present a risk are neutralized. This level of digital scrutiny extends to Putin's personal devices, his social media, or that of people close to him, and other digital assets. Donald Trump's security has been a complex, multi-tiered operation involving public and private forces, even before he entered politics. As a former US president, his protection includes lifetime coverage from the US Secret Service, but there is also significant overlap with his own personal and business security, given his large real estate empire. Since Donald Trump was president from 2017 to 2021, he receives lifetime protection under US law. The Secret Service assigns a dedicated detail to him, covering his personal safety, his residences, and his close family members. His children and his wife, Melania Trump, also receive protection, although it's known that adult children's Secret Service protection is scaled down after the presidency ends. The size of the team can fluctuate, but it was reported during his presidency that upwards of 100 agents could be involved on a regular day, particularly when he traveled or held major public events. Trump's Secret Service detail includes trained medics and agents with counter-assault capabilities, similar to other presidents. These agents are prepared to handle anything from assassination attempts to medical emergencies, including carrying equipment for blood transfusions in case of injury. Even as president, Trump continued to rely on his private security team, which he had long before his political career. This unusual arrangement led to some friction with federal agencies like the Secret Service, as his private bodyguards had to work alongside them. One of Trump's most notable private security operatives is Keith Schiller, a longtime loyalist who served as Trump's personal bodyguard and head of security at Trump Tower for nearly 2 decades. Schiller followed Trump to the White House as director of Oval Office operations before returning to the private sector. Trump's private team typically consists of former police officers and military personnel, some armed and others specialized in intelligence and counter-surveillance. It's speculated that they help provide a dual layer of security alongside the Secret Service, ensuring Trump remains safe even when the Secret Service scales back during his post-presidency. Trump owns several luxury properties, all of which have undergone intense security upgrades to meet the demands of a former US president. Trump's famous Palm Beach residence, Mar-a-Lago, has turned into a security fortress since he left the White House. The estate reportedly has private security personnel, including armed guards and surveillance systems covering both land and sea approaches. Due to its high-profile visitors and the fact that Trump frequently resides there, the Secret Service operates a full-time detail on site. There are ongoing efforts to secure the surrounding waters and airspace. His Trump Tower in New York City remains heavily guarded. During his presidency, this building was a focal point of Secret Service activity, with agents patrolling both inside and out. The surrounding streets were occasionally shut down during high-risk periods, and there are unconfirmed reports that bulletproof windows were installed on the higher floors. The Secret Service continues to have a presence here, but since leaving office, Trump reportedly uses private personnel to handle routine security. Trump's Bedminster Golf Club in New Jersey serves as another secure retreat. Secret Service agents are stationed here when Trump stays, and the facility has undergone a comprehensive upgrade to its security systems, including perimeter fencing and surveillance tech. Trump's mode of transportation during his presidency was under heavy protection, but even post-presidency, he continues to travel in secure vehicles and aircraft. During his presidency, Trump rode in the Beast, a custom-built armored Cadillac limousine. With doors as heavy as those on a Boeing 757, bulletproof glass, a sealed cabin to prevent chemical attacks, and tires that can keep running after being shredded by explosives, this vehicle is designed to withstand almost any type of assault. Trump's personal Boeing 757 jet, referred to as Trump Force One, has been refurbished multiple times. It includes luxury accommodations as well as specialized communication equipment and anti-detection measures. Though it's not as advanced as Air Force One, Trump's private jet is rumored to have some defensive countermeasures, including decoy systems for missiles. Trump's motorcade is still organized by the Secret Service, with a typical setup involving SUVs filled with heavily armed agents, along with counter-assault teams, CAT, ready to neutralize any immediate threats. These motorcades also include ambulances and decoy cars to confuse potential attackers. Since leaving the White House, Donald Trump has continued to be a polarizing figure, both in politics and media. His heightened profile as a former president and his ambitions for the future make him a prominent target for potential threats. Rumors circulated during his presidency, and after that, Trump had been the subject of multiple assassination plots, most of which were either thwarted or never publicized to avoid causing mass panic. However, it is believed that both the Secret Service and Trump's private team are constantly on high alert for any new threats. There are concerns that foreign governments continue to try and spy on Trump's activities, particularly in his businesses and political ambitions. This has led to speculation that extra surveillance countermeasures have been added to his properties and vehicles. The assassination attempt on Donald Trump during his 2024 campaign presentation is one of the most widely discussed events of the year. The incident, which took place near his Florida golf course, was classified as a terror attack, with Trump's security detail responding swiftly and efficiently. The attack involved shots fired near the former president, prompting immediate action from the Secret Service and other security teams that had been previously mentioned as some of the most sophisticated in history. Their rapid response is said to have saved Trump's life, leading to the arrest of the suspect shortly after the attack. In terms of the security forces, Trump's personal protection detail, including Secret Service agents and private contractors, had anticipated such threats, especially given Trump's high-profile role in the 2024 presidential race. His security team is well versed in potential threats, having been on alert for other incidents and reacted according to the highest standards. This included forming a protective shield around the former president, ensuring his immediate evacuation from the scene. The media and public speculated on rumors suggesting that this was not an isolated incident, with talk of multiple attempts over the year targeting Trump. Some even floated the idea that the attack could have been politically motivated or orchestrated by foreign influences, but none of these rumors have been conclusively verified. In any case, the heightened security surrounding Trump continues to be a subject of debate, with questions around whether more could be done to protect such high-profile figures in future campaigns. When it comes to Kim Jong-un, security takes on a level of complexity and rigidity that befits the dictatorial style of his rule. As the third-generation leader of a highly secretive and authoritarian regime, Kim Jong-un's protection is crucial to maintaining his iron grip on power in North Korea. His security detail is shrouded in mystery, much like the country itself. But there are critical insights and rumors that paint a picture of a sophisticated and meticulously designed system of protection. At the heart of Kim Jong-un's security detail is an elite unit known as the Central Party Office No. 6, which is part of the Supreme Guard Command, also referred to as the Escort Bureau. This unit consists of bodyguards who are highly skilled and rigorously selected. Candidates undergo exhaustive tests, including rigorous background checks that stretch back 2 generations to eliminate any potential for disloyalty. Interestingly, one of the quirks of this selection process is that the bodyguards must be roughly the same height as Kim Jong-un. Although the exact reason behind this criterion is unclear, some speculate that the North Korean leader does not want to be overshadowed by taller men, while others believe it's simply a means of uniformity and projecting power. Beyond height, these bodyguards must exhibit mastery in martial arts, marksmanship, and operational skills. They are prepared for every possible scenario, ensuring that they can neutralize threats with lethal efficiency. Leads. In addition to the direct security measures, there have been persistent rumors that Kim Jong-un employs body doubles or decoys during public appearances. Given the high level of threat and the secrecy surrounding North Korea, it is not out of the question that such measures could be used to further confuse potential adversaries. While there is no concrete proof of this, the rumor alone speaks to the paranoia and extreme caution that define his security apparatus. In recent years, the focus of security in North Korea has expanded to include cyber protection. With global cyber threats on the rise, it is believed that North Korea's intelligence agencies have invested heavily in cyber defenses to protect Kim Jong-un from digital attacks, espionage, or foreign hacking attempts. Surveillance within the country is already widespread, and all forms of communication, both online and offline, are monitored closely by the regime. Kim's cyber team reportedly works to ensure that any information or intelligence that could be used against him is quickly dealt with. The regime has also been known to carry out its own cyber attacks against perceived enemies, suggesting that cybersecurity is a major aspect of Kim's overall protection strategy. Xi Jinping, President of the People's Republic of China, wields significant authority, not just as a political leader, but as the central figure of a vast and intricate security apparatus. As China rises to become a global superpower, safeguarding the life of Xi Jinping has become a paramount concern, one handled with extreme precision, secrecy, and sophistication. Xi Jinping's personal security begins with an elite, highly trained bodyguard unit known as the Central Security Bureau, CSB. This specialized unit falls under the Central Guard Bureau, responsible for the protection of top Chinese leaders and key party members. The Central Security Bureau has one mission: to ensure the safety of the president under all circumstances, no matter the environment or threat level. These guards are equipped with advanced weaponry and undergo martial arts training, emphasizing swift and discreet neutralization of threats. While relatively few public details are available about the size and specific composition of this unit, it's believed to be one of the most advanced security teams in the world. One of the most critical components of Xi Jinping's security isn't physical, it's digital. As China has emerged as a leading force in cyber operations, Xi's regime has invested heavily in cybersecurity, particularly in protecting the leader from cyber attacks, foreign surveillance, and potential information leaks. China's sophisticated internet surveillance program, known colloquially as the Great Firewall, not only serves to control the flow of information to the Chinese public, but also shields the leadership from external threats. There have been rumors of a highly secretive unit of Chinese cyber experts tasked specifically with monitoring and neutralizing any online attempts to undermine Xi's leadership. These could include disinformation campaigns, hacks targeting the president's communications, or efforts to infiltrate key systems that provide insight into his daily operations. Moreover, China's state-run surveillance infrastructure keeps a watchful eye on all internal communications, making it nearly impossible for internal dissent or potential coup plots to go unnoticed. This widespread monitoring system includes facial recognition technology, which has been deployed across major cities, and online censorship mechanisms that track discussions about political leaders. Xi Jinping's leadership has not been without internal challenges. Since taking office in 2012, he has undertaken sweeping reforms and consolidated power, both through the removal of rivals and a significant anti-corruption campaign. These moves, while strengthening his position, have also made him enemies within the Chinese elite. To counter internal dissent, Xi Jinping has employed numerous tactics, including purges of high-ranking officials who were perceived as disloyal. The purge of former security czar Zhou Yongkang is a well-known example of Xi's efforts to eliminate potential rivals. Such actions are not just about consolidating power, but are crucial for the long-term security of his regime. In examining the protection systems of these 5 prominent leaders, Donald Trump, Vladimir Putin, Kim Jong-Un, and Xi Jinping, there are significant differences in terms of structure, intensity, and approach. U.S. President security is highly reliant on the traditional but exceptionally advanced U.S. Secret Service, which utilizes the most cutting-edge technology and trained operatives to shield the U.S. president. The scale of Trump's protection is bolstered by technological innovations, including encrypted communications and powerful armored vehicles like the Beast. The U.S. military, in coordination with various intelligence agencies, also provides comprehensive support to ensure seamless defense on both domestic and international stages. Heightened expenses and a personalized approach are tailored for Trump's security. His background as a billionaire meant a constant addition of private security measures to supplement government-provided protection. His campaign presentations, especially considering events like the 2024 terror attack attempt, are treated with unprecedented caution. The sheer scale of Trump's security at times exceeded that of his predecessors, indicating a proactive approach to potential public threats. Vladimir Putin operates with a unique system developed in Russia, combining elements of former KGB intelligence with a heavily fortified personal security apparatus. His bodyguards, known as musketeers, are some of the most elite in the world, supported by highly trained FSO operatives. Putin's security includes military-grade equipment, constant surveillance, and the use of body doubles, reflecting the unpredictable political environment in Russia and the heightened threat of external and internal attacks. In the intricate world of high-profile presidential security, the line between myth and reality often blurs. Our deep dive has unraveled both the rumors and hard truths surrounding the protection details of world leaders such as Trump, Xi Jinping, Putin, and Kim Jong-Un. Each has unique security protocols tailored to their political landscape and personal concerns. While some stories may seem exaggerated, others reveal the intense preparations required to safeguard these figures. In the end, it's clear that their safety comes from a complex web of strategy, manpower, and cutting-edge technology, leaving little to chance.